Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has warned that any US naval blockade of Iranian ports would worsen instability in the Gulf and fail to achieve its objectives. In a statement, Pezeshkian said such actions violate international law and would only increase tensions in the region. He added that restrictions on maritime activity would disrupt long-term stability rather than enhance security. US President Donald Trump says Washington is reviewing a possible reduction of American troops stationed in Germany. In a statement, Trump said a decision would be made in the near term as the administration reassesses its military presence in Europe. The move comes amid criticism of NATO allies over their role in securing key global routes, including the Strait of Hormuz. Global oil prices have surged to a 4-year high, crossing $122 a barrel amid fears of further escalation in the US-Iran conflict. Markets reacted to concerns that prolonged tensions could disrupt Middle East oil supplies and impact global economic growth. The rise also comes ahead of reports that US President Donald Trump is set to receive a briefing on potential military strike options against Iran. Organisers say Israeli forces have intercepted Gaza-bound aid ships in international waters near Greece. The vessels were part of a second humanitarian flotilla that set sail from Barcelona earlier this month, aiming to break the blockade on Gaza. The group behind the mission has condemned the interception, calling it an escalation as tensions over aid access continue. US President Donald Trump has urged Iran to get smart soon and sign a deal, following days of deadlock in efforts to end the conflict and a media report that the US would extend its blockade of Iran's ports. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said Iran couldn't get its act together. He said they don't know how to sign a non-nuclear deal without explaining what such a deal would entail. Iran wants some kind of US acknowledgement of its right to enrich uranium for what it says are peaceful civilian purposes. US President Donald Trump has instructed aides to prepare for an extended blockade of Iran as stalled talks leave the future of the Strait of Hormuz uncertain. According to US officials cited by the Wall Street Journal, in recent meetings, including a Monday discussion in the Situation Room with top security officials, Trump chose to continue preventing shipping to and from Iranian ports. Officials said the president assessed that maintaining the blockade carried less risk than his other options, resuming bombing or walking away from the conflict altogether. The blockade is being used as a high-risk attempt to force Tehran into nuclear concessions it has long resisted.
The Pentagon says the US war in Iran has cost around $25 billion so far, marking the first official estimate of the conflict's price tag. A senior defense official told lawmakers that most of the spending went toward munitions. The United States began strikes on Iran in late February, with a fragile ceasefire now holding.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.